Hello YouTubers, this is cessnaace back again with another video. Another 15 games video, still concentrating on games for the Nintendo Entertainment System. In this video I'm going to be concentrating on games that I have from unlicensed publisher Tengen. Now, there are a couple of these games that I have duplicate copies of, and I know that there are 4 Tengen releases that I have no copies of. I'm going to be showing these in alphabetical order. There are a few that I need to get better copies of, and as I mentioned, there are 4 that I need to get copies of. This first one is a port of an arcade game by Sega. I have this same game for the Mark III as well as the Master System. Afterburner. Yes, the label is a bit faded on this one. And the back is slightly messed up. Next up, another port of another Sega arcade game. Alien Syndrome. Okay, you will now notice that I am skipping Fantasy Zone from Sega because I don't have Fantasy Zone, but Tengen did release it. This, however, is a port of an arcade game by Atari Games. Gauntlet. Now, this game was originally released by Atari as part of the Atari Program Exchange program, but it was later spruced up and released as an arcade game by Atari Games. And by this point, Atari Games and Tengen were one and the same, but they weren't one and the same as Atari Corporation, if that makes any sense. Gauntlet, a really good game. I have Gauntlet 2, which I believe I've already shown, for the NES, because that one was a boxed edition. Boxed edition. It was a boxed copy. Okay, this is a game based on a license. I don't think it's all that good, but maybe you have a different opinion of it. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Nice barcode sticker there from the retro store I bought this from. And it's not printed on there what store that was. Okay, this next one is a port of another Atari arcade game. I used to play this one quite a bit in the arcades. Clax Wave. This is one of those puzzle games that were competing with one another. You had Clax, you had Columns by Sega, and you had Tetris. Alright, there were, if I'm not mistaken, 3 Pac-Man games released for the NES by Tengen. I only have one of them. Pac-Man. Also released by Tengen were Miss Pac-Man and Pac-Mania, but I don't have those 2. Okay, well, Jaleco had their own series of baseball games, Bases Loaded. Tengen had a series as well, called RBI Baseball. I believe this is one of those games that had both an unlicensed and a licensed release. I do know for sure that it's one that I have a duplicate copy of. Okay. RBI Baseball 2. RBI Baseball 3. This is a port of an arcade game, but I don't remember the company that made the arcade game. But I do know it was an arcade game originally. A tough one though, and yes, this version is tough as well. If I'm not mistaken, this game also came out for the Atari 2600. Roadrunner. Rolling Thunder. Another port of a Sega game. I have this one for the Master System as well. Shinobi. Sounds like it should be a song. That may be the Rolling Stones. Shinobi chatter, chatter. Skull and Crossbones. Super Sprint. And no, I don't have Tetris, the Tengen version, so that makes 4 that I don't have. This is a port of an arcade game. I don't remember who made the arcade original for this one either. Tubin. But if you do a lot of voting at highscore.com, you're going to see arcade games that you never knew existed. Alright, next up. Last up. This is a game I have 2 copies of. Vindicators. So let's make sure there are 15. It's 1 game, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 2 videos in the 15 games series in a row where I showed 16 games instead of 15. Now my next video is going to have to do with 15 comics, including some that are newly released. Alright, big shout out to some of my patrons, those I know are gamers. Alex is playing, Bamser, spelled Bamsy, and Corporal Van. Until next time, stay awesome.